Hello everybody and welcome back to Rorsrps semi-realistic point series. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as we keep the ball rolling in Sydney, Australia, but this time for some Dubby freestyle action. In this video, we'll not only find our Dubby freestyle champion, but also which of our tryouts competitors will be continuing their appearance next week for a chance to do it all again. Don't forget, every truck and driver featured this season has at least one trading card design on Rorsrps.com. Head over there after tonight's show, get your hands on a 7-pack of randomized Rorsrps Season 3 trading cards based on your requests and signups. Lastly, this series is run 100% on engagement, so be sure to not only leave a like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you enjoyed the show, but also leave your requests for trucks and tracks you want to see down in the comments below. We have new shows every Saturday and a new opportunity for signups every show on the Tryouts Tour. Without further ado, let's cap off our night with some Dubby freestyle action, starting with a look at our freestyle lineup. Kicking us off in the freestyle competition, we got Charlie Pecka in WCW Nitro Machine, followed by Lloyd Twitchell in Behind Bars, Colt Pecka in Gravedigger 20, and James Owens in Ballistic. Then we got Madusa, of course, in Madusa, followed by Giovanna Hayes in Megalodon Fire, Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus, and Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger will close out our first half. Kicking off the second half, we got Matthew Hood in Bulldozer, Devyn, Barber in Avenger, Jasir Hamlin in El Matador, and Shane Lake in Gravedigger 35. Then our final four, Trevor Goldberg in Max D, Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, Dawson Rayas in Shake Me, and Alfredo Moya in Dragon will be closing out the night. He is our season points leader overall on both tours right now, so we'll see what happens for him tonight. If he can keep the ball rolling, he's in trouble. Right now, Charlie Pecka in WCW Nitro Machine is here to burn it down for all the fans in Sydney, Australia, our debut here in Australia. This is going to be awesome, man. WCW Nitro Machine, another truck who's in trouble tonight, but if he breaks the top 7 with his freestyle performance, he will be up for sign-up, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. 2 minutes on the clock as he got us started with a nice hit over the car stack, trying to get a slap wheelie. Looking for another one here, can't quite get those front tires up though. Charlie had a great run in both racing and freestyle last show in Tampa, Florida. We'll see if he can keep that up in the freestyle department here tonight in Sydney, Australia. First 30 seconds are complete, so he doesn't have to worry about a score. It will be coming in at the end of the run. He will not be stuck with a 0. If you don't know, if you don't break those first 30 seconds, you will get a 0. Charlie Pecka does not need to worry about that. Look at the cross thread there. He's kicking off our freestyle performances tonight. He wasn't doing that last show in Tampa, Florida. So he knows he needs to up the bar early, kick things off with a nice clean run, especially if he wants to see the top 7 by the end of the night, let alone a Dubby freestyle win. Over the jammer, the backside though, so not much room for a slap wheelie or anything like that. Just a transition move, trying to get him to his next big one as he walks those back tires over the bus stack. Look at the slap wheelie. I thought he was going to go for the other jammer there, but no, he's going to take on the caravan car with some nice air up and over it. 30 seconds left on the clock. If there was ever a time to turn it up the bar, it is right now. You don't have much time left, not much to lose, so go for it. That was a nice big leap over the backside of the double there. We'll see if he can keep that ball rolling here. Looking for another slap wheelie? No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we got our first backflip attempt of the night. Is he gonna nail it? Oh, a lot of height, not much rotation. A great landing over and back down on all 4 tires. Charlie Pecka, what a way to close out the run. That's going to be an 8 to kick off our night. If you don't know, last show, Dennis Anderson in Gravedigger kicked off our show with an 8.75, and that held for most of the night. So an 8 is not a bad score. Problem is, we're on the Golden Days Tour. There's a lot of heavy hitters here, including drivers that have made it past their first shot at the Tryouts Tour. Lloyd Twitchell getting us started with a slap wheelie behind bars. 2 minutes on the clock as he walks it out all the way down the track. Gonna take on the little step up over the cars. Clips it on the way down as well. Nice little wheel stand up on top of the jammer there for a second. He's getting close to those first 30 seconds. Then he can really open it up. Oh my goodness, though. What a leap over the cars, man. You wouldn't think they'd pop you up that much, but man, Lloyd Twitchell airing it out. Speaking of airing it out, there's some more for you. And another great slap wheelie. Lloyd had a great run last show in Tampa, Florida. Here this week, he's looking to throw down another one, break that top 7. Once again, like I said, this is another driver, another truck, I should say, that will be up for grabs if it breaks that top 7. So you got to keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, Lloyd Twitchell will be getting a card. Heading up and over the bus stack once again, this time on the send-it ramp. He's just launching it. Some nice air down the track as we break the halfway point of this run. Getting close already to those final 30 seconds. Uh-oh. We got a cross thread here. Look at this. Uh-oh. He's in trouble, though, going down. We got another save. No. Lloyd Twitchell down. 31 seconds still on the clock here in Sydney, Australia. That is not the way you want to go down. A great run, but a lot of time left on the clock. Leaves him with a 4.75. But I know we are all excited to see this. Werewolf node beam breakable. Gravedigger, driven by Cole Pecka. This is Gravedigger 20 with that purple debut of the 30th anniversary body. 2 minutes on the clock. A big leap there to get his run started, trying to follow in those footsteps of Dennis Anderson in that Gravedigger truck last week. Nice leap down the track once again. Getting some big air to kick off the run, but we have just gotten started. He hasn't even gotten to a point where he's been in trouble yet. We don't know how this run is going to go for Cole Pecka with this Werewolf node beam truck. These things can be fragile and anything can happen out on the track. Look at the massive sky wheelie. Oh my goodness. And that puts us past those first 30 seconds, so he will be getting a score, but he needs to fill as much of the clock as he can to get a good score. Beautiful slap wheelie here. He's going to pocket it, going over, though. Stuffs in the body and keeps it running back on all 4 tires. Cole Pecka, what a move. And there's some more massive air for this Gravedigger truck. Filling the shoes well, Cole Pecka, with some air, with some destruction, with some ragged edge driving down the track, man. 50 seconds left on the clock for him. What's next? Big leap. He's nosing over hard, though. That's going to be a drive shaft gone. Yep. And that's not going to be a save either. 39 seconds still on the clock there, but wow. Look at the destruction, man. Cole Pecka down early, unfortunately, with a 4.8, but what a run from the man himself. We'll see him again, potentially, if he's requested back. If you like any of these trucks that are from the Tryouts Tour and you want to see him again, all you got to do is leave it down in the comments below. I would rather not have people vote for themselves to come back, but if you want to see someone else come back, let me know in the comments. We will bring them back. Look at the sky wheelie from Ballistic to get us started here. James Owens, 2 minutes on the clock tonight. Ooh, a nice combo there. Jump right into the nose wheelie, walking it out. He's going to turn it into a moonwalk as well, turning those front tires, trying to get away from any obstacles. A great save there, keeping that truck from going over and keeping it on all 4 BKT tires. 30 seconds down, a minute and a half to go. James had a great run, both racing and freestyle. This is another driver that went hard in both competitions in Tampa, Florida. Look at the sidewalls. The bicycle down the track from James Owens as he sets it down. Ballistic will be up for grabs if he can break that top 7. He needs to break that top 7, though. And across the halfway point of this run, see if he can keep it going. He's going to take on the step up. Nice bit of air there. A beautiful slap wheelie on the landing as well. What is next for James Owens? How are you going to up the bar enough to hold for the rest of the night? We're still very early in this competition. 40 seconds left on the clock as he comes around for the backflip ramp. Oh my goodness, man. This thing is a booter here in Sydney, Australia, as he gets an insane save. What a move from James Owens. And he's going to keep it running. 20 seconds still on the clock. What is next? How do you follow that up? I got a feeling we're going to see a great score for this run if he can just fill those last 8 seconds. Nice little cross thread, little ragged edge down the track. Can he fit one more move in? No. This does not count for a score. What does he get? An 8.75. We do have a new leader. James Owens in ballistic as he looks for another save to close out his run. Oh my goodness. He nailed it. James Owens in ballistic is becoming one of my favorites here so far early in the season. Wow, what a run here in Sydney, Australia. Coming out next, looking to top an 8.75, Madusa in Madusa. Madusa did not have the night she wanted in racing at all. Went down in round 1. Nobody wants to go down in round 1, but at least she didn't get a DNF. She did snag those 2 points for the racing competition. 2 minutes on the clock. We'll see if she can get more than that here in freestyle. Beautiful slap wheelie down the track. Nicely done. And she runs right into that jammer. She lets that truck roll right over it. Doesn't have to back up, nothing. Keeping her foot on it. Nice cross thread there. What's next for Madusa? Going to take on the car stack. Another little slap wheelie. She's getting those down. Those have been on fire all night tonight. Even in the racing competition, after her race where she took the loss in round 1, she did a slap wheelie. And she's past those first 30 seconds too. As she gets into some trouble here. Save it. Nice. No. Oh, no. That is not the way she wanted to go down here in freestyle. Minute and 18 still on the clock for Madusa. That's only going to be a 2.75. I think that's the lowest score we've gotten all season so far. And I mean, we haven't had any zeros yet, if I'm remembering correctly, but we got a 2.75. That is rough. Giovanna Hayes in Megalodon coming out next, looking to not do that. Saying hello to all the fans swimming around the track. One last look at that awesome Megalodon fire body. Oh, she's going to give him a photo op too. One last look for real. Get your pictures in now before this thing gets destroyed here in Sydney, Australia. 2 minutes on the clock. She's going to... Oh. That's kind of embarrassing. I think she was looking for a popper there, but didn't get on the brakes soon enough. Had too much spin on those tires when they touched the ground. Just pulled those front 2 down as well. But she's getting close to these first 30 seconds already, so I mean, can't complain too much. Can she fill them though, is the question. And then, can she fill the whole 2 minutes? Great slap wheelie there. Doesn't choose to go for the Tonkin like Pecka did. But 30 seconds down. Whole rest of her run to go. What kind of score will she get solely depends on how her run goes and how much of the clock she fills here in Sydney, Australia. Look at the leap over the van stack. Nicely done. Take on the cross thread. Some more massive air for that CRC chassis, man. Everyone says they're heavier than most monster trucks, but Team Scream airs them out, man. Gonna take on the backflip ramp early. Stuff the front end. But get the save. Look at this. Nicely done. Keeping it going here in Sydney. What's next for Giovanna Hayes? Cross it up one more time. A nice big leap there yet again. That jump is going to be a big one here. I got a feeling tonight. It's just going to be a booter, and people are going to love it. It's going to give us a lot of air, and it might give us some problems. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the rest of the night. Look at that combo. Nicely done. Giovanna Hayes might grab a lead early on in the night as well. She's going to need another wow moment, something big here. Look at this. Going to cross it up. Little bit of a corkscrew there. Oh no. over, no save here. A little attempt there at the end. 1 second technically still on the clock. Kind of filled the clock there. We'll see what kind of score she gets here. An 8.5, so she does grab second place. Not a leader, but on the podium right now with a great run. Giovanna Hayes, nicely done. Megalodon Fire done here tonight. Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus coming out next. If you've been with us and you only watch Freestyle, you know the Golden Days Tour has seen that red World Finals 23 ThunderROARus this season so far. Tonight, he brought out the classic gray and red ThunderROARus. Let's see how this run goes for him. Nice leap there over the racing lane with a beautiful slap wheelie down the track. Getting those front tires vertical as he can. And there's another big leap off of the racing lanes. Getting those out of the way early, but absolutely knocking them out of the park with some massive air. Up and over the bus stack, the backside again, some huge air. Colt Stevens turning it up here tonight with some massive air so far. Over the jackrabbit, nicely done. He's well past those first 30 seconds, so we'll see what kind of score he gets here. Oh, nice. Wow. With the butt kicker, pops it up on those front 2 tires and walks it out in a moonwalk. Oh, and the combo up onto the rear tires. Look at this, man. Colt Stevens looking for a freestyle championship this season. Can he lock one down? He hasn't been doing too great so far this season. Look at that. Beautiful tail whip from Colt Stevens. He hasn't gotten one yet. He's been performing sort of middle of the pack tonight. He's looking to take the freestyle lead. Look at the big sky wheelie. Oh, save it. Nice. Yup. Oh, no. With the pirouette to close it out. But a great run to back it up. What is he going to get? For a score of 5.5. Not going to be a great score. Not going to be a leader, but that's what you get when you cut the time short. Coming out next to close out the first half of competition, our reigning world racing champion, Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger. Again, another driver that didn't have the night he wanted in racing. Gonna take out his frustrations here in freestyle. A big leap off of the backside of the double to get us started and keeping us going with the backside of the jackrabbit as well. A little bit of a sky wheelie up and over the bus stack as well. Josh Tonkin in season 2 was a wild man, and I'm not gonna say that he's any different here this season, but he has not been having the performance that he would love to see. He's not had the performance we would love to see from him. Massive air as he already passes those first 30 seconds. I want to see him do better, man. Hopefully tonight is the start of a new leaf for Josh Tonkin. Big slap wheelie there, the combo right into the jammer. Can he keep this energy up and fill the clock is the question. Looking for a slap wheelie, can't quite get it. The slap wheelies just haven't quite been there without a nose pick from Josh Tonkin so far this season. He's gonna take on the backflip ramp though. Massive air with a huge rotation and a huge hit on that wheelie bar. He's lucky this is a V4 and not a real truck because he might have blown out that fuel cell and stuffed in the wheelie bar. But we're still running, man. A big hit for sure. But the run is still going as we get that digger ragged edge out here on the track. 30 seconds left on the clock with a big leap from Josh Tonkin over the cross thread there. Taking on the step up as well. Some more massive air. The sky wheelies are here. The sky wheelies are well with Josh Tonkin. It's just the slap wheelies that he's struggling with so far this season. Look at this. Gonna take it into a bicycle here. Trying to get some, oh, into a reverse bicycle too. Beautifully done, and that's gonna be an 8.25. Not enough to top Ballistic or Megalodon Fire, but enough to grab third. He's our final podium spot so far tonight as he lays her down. Son of a digger, Josh Tonkin 8.25 for that freestyle run to close out the first half of competition. If you're enjoying tonight's episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, let me know with a comment down below, and share with your friends. I would really appreciate it. Check us out on Instagram at RORSRPS. And again, RORSRPS trading cards are available and ready to go on RORSRPS.com. Any truck and driver featured this season will be getting a trading card. Ballistic takes the top spot right now with that 8.75. Megalodon Fire in second, and Son of a Digger in third. While Madusa takes that bottom spot. I got a feeling she might be our loser here in the freestyle competition. Unless we get a 0, which I don't hope we get. I'm planning on not getting zeros. She might be that bottom spot. But Matthew Hood in Bulldozer, taken to the track, his first time behind the wheel here of this Bulldozer truck. Scott Buteau was driving the truck last weekend in Tampa, Florida. We'll see how Matthew Hood does. Matthew was here last season, fell short of a World Finals qualification with his Rage truck. He does not want to do that this season, and so far his racing performance has been locking him into the field. Freestyle too, man, I can't deny. In Tampa, he burned it down, or Scott Buteau burned it down in this Bulldozer truck, but we know it's a good truck for both competitions. Matthew Hood getting his first chance to prove that tonight is looking for a Dubby Freestyle Championship. That would be the second one for this Bulldozer name this season. Beautiful slap wheelie there as we head up and over the bus stack with a nice cross thread to close out those first 30 seconds. The score will be coming in as we cross thread the Jackrabbit too. Look at this. Beautiful leap there. And a nice landing. I mean, a little ragged edge, a little sloppy, but I mean, hey, he's on all 4 BKT tires, and that is what matters. This run has not ended yet. Gonna take on the jammer with another slap wheelie, maybe? Slap wheelie attempt here to get past our halfway point of this run. A nice clean landing as we toss this truck over the double as well. Uh-oh. Looks like, oh no, cross thread. I was gonna say, looks like we got a backflip attempt, the big sky wheelie there. Up onto the bus stack, and a great save off of the nose as well. Just about 30 seconds left on the clock. Can Matthew Hood fill the clock here in Sydney, Australia? Great slap wheelie there. Nice leap over the double. A beautiful transfer as well. Uh-oh. Now we got a backflip attempt. Massive air once again. That is going to shock me all night, man. That is huge. We're getting Megalodon World Finals 22 backflips here with this bus stack. Oh, ragged edge save too. What are we looking at for a score for Matthew Hood in Bulldozer? An 8.68. Not enough for the lead once again. Ballistic holding that top spot. Matthew Hood in Bulldozer in second though. Oh yeah, another tail whip here from Bulldozer this time. And that is gonna do it. Matthew Hood with a little extra for the fans. Should have brought that out on the run. Maybe it would have been over a 8.75. But man, what a run. Matthew Hood in that awesome looking Bulldozer 2025 body. Next up, Devyn Barber in Avenger, bringing out that overcharged yellow Avenger body. Overcharged inspired. It's not really a one-to-one with the overcharged paint, but nonetheless, 2 minutes on the clock with a big leap off of the racing lane for Devyn Barber. He comboed that right up with the car stack. That was nice. As he comes around to launch it. Look at the air from Devyn Barber, man. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Bad bounce. Save it. Nailed the save. Devyn Barber. 3 seasons of Avenger competition paying off with this Avenger truck. 30 seconds are now complete, so a score will be coming in for that incredible save that he threw down. Devyn Barber is an insane freestyler. 2 World Freestyle Championships behind him, meaning he is our reigning World Freestyle Champion. He wants to grab a Freestyle Championship tonight, but hey, the season doesn't necessarily matter. As long as you can qualify for the World Finals and grab a World Freestyle Championship, good for you, man. That is the goal. World title is the goal. Nice big leap here over the racing lane as well. Devyn did not have the night he wanted in the racing competition. He's been pretty solid so far this season, but tonight it just wasn't there for him. We're going down in round 1. Uh-oh. Nice save, pulling those back tires right back down to the downside of that ramp. Beautifully done. Uh-oh, got a backflip here from Devyn. Barber, massive air. Rough hit on that back left tire, but a great save off of the nose. This run is nice, man. Beautiful bicycle down the track as well, avoiding all obstacles out here. And a little side-to-side action. Devyn Barber improving his 2-wheel skills. And he is going to set it down as the clock hits 0. We're looking at a 9.5. Devyn Barber, one of the highest scores of the season. Oh, over. Oh, you're kidding me. Another save. And he's going to stop it there. Devyn Barber in Avenger. I mean, hey, I'm not saying that's the only 9.5 we've had. We've had other 9.5s. But that is one of the highest scores all season so far. Nonetheless, Jasir Hamlin, El Matador, hitting the track next. This is another truck that got a 9.5. We know he is excellent when it comes to the freestyle competition, namely when it comes to those sidewall saves, man, and that is what pushes him over the edge every time. We just saw that from Devyn Barber, so it's not fresh for him to tackle this time around. Can he do it again and still come out on top? Jasir would need to break that top 7 if he wants to come back next show. That is the goal of all Tryouts Tour competitors here on the Golden Days Tour. You don't even need a win. As long as you break that top 7, you're able to continue showing up and continue earning points. That was a sick transfer right there. Just a little flick of the rear steer, and he ends up going from one angle to another. A perfect landing. Wow. This is a solid run so far. He's burning it down. We're already at the halfway point of this run. I know I talked about other stuff for a lot of this run, but this is a solid run. And if you can turn up the dial just a little bit more, get into that ragged edge style of driving that we're used to seeing from Jasir in this El Matador truck, you might be able to lock down another freestyle win. Nicely done. A little bit of sidewall action. This is what he's known for. Oh no! It's what he's known for, and it's what he's going to continue to be known for, because tonight it doesn't work for him. That's going to be a 4.6 for El Matador. Jasir Hamlin down early in the freestyle competition tonight. Next out on the track, the big dog, Shane Lake in Gravedigger. Bringing out a new scheme for this body, a new body. He's been running that red primer pickup all season so far. Now he brings out the late 90s, early 2000s Gravedigger scheme with the black roof, purple beadlocks. This thing looks great, and he is going big to get the run started. A massive leap and a combo to kick it off. Little ragged edge landing there, a little sketchy, but he manages to keep it going. A nice big leap again. Shane Lake is no stranger to big leaps, no stranger to racing or freestyle wins. Last season, he took some of the most wins we've ever seen anybody take on the channel, and he definitely ended up with the season points earnings record for the most points ever earned on this channel. 203 in a single season. He's trying to do it again. Hasn't been going his way yet, but look at this, the wheelie right into the bus stack and keeping it going. A great little throttle check there to pull those front tires out from underneath. Another big leap there. Big air over the Jackrabbit. A&Z Stadium, Accra Stadium, whatever you want to call it. The fans here are getting a show. Look at the leap. Uh-oh. Stepping into Max D's wheelhouse there with the momentum stoppy. They're heading right into some donuts too, man. Shane Lake is not afraid to step on toes. And when you're going for season points records and when you're going for championships, you have to be cutthroat. You have to be brutal. That was an amazing little bit of a forward momentum backflip there. Ended up on top of the bus tag. Look at the butt kicker. Right into a moonwalk. Beautifully done, man. 15 seconds on the clock for Shane Lake in Gravedigger. What's next? A massive leap. Oh my goodness. Shane is going wild. We're gonna have to see if it's enough to take the top spot. But this is quite the run. Oh man, ouch. And the truck gets back on all fours, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be done. He filled the clock though, which is excellent. Shane Lake in Gravedigger pulls a 9. Half a point short of a freestyle lead. Shane Lake in Gravedigger getting it done once again, stealing second place on the podium. Trevor Goldberg in Max D coming out next. Our reigning World Two-Wheel Skills Champion. What can he do? Here in Sydney, Australia, 2 minutes on the clock, going right for the jammer, but not for a slap wheelie. For a momentum stoppy. The pop on that jammer was insane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a move there. Little combo from Trevor Goldberg. And it was anything but little. Look at the leap over the double as well. First 30 seconds are complete as we launch off of the racing lane. Uh-oh. Tail whip early on in the run. I think we're going to see something wild here from Trevor Goldberg, man. He is not one to let it go. I'll tell you that much. He is not going to slack just because somebody else is in the lead. It doesn't matter who you are, what truck you're driving. Trevor Goldberg is going to go nuts, even if it takes him out of the competition early. We saw that a lot last season, but nonetheless, the performance was there, and he was one of the drivers who contributed the most to Team Thunder breaking into the World Finals. Coming around, looking for his next big move. He's going to launch over the double. Again, some massive air. It has just been an air assault from Trevor Goldberg here in Sydney, Australia. Beautiful little bicycle, spinning that truck around, looking for his next hit. Another massive pop over the jammer as well. Nicely done. 30 seconds left. The bar has been raised. It has been non-stop air, non-stop action, but we still need a more specific wow moment, I guess, if he wants to take that top spot. I don't really know how to put that into words, but he needs something that's going to set him apart. Look at the massive backflip. Oh my goodness. Would you call that a consecutive? Let me know in the comments. Would you call that a consecutive? Because I'm struggling. But nonetheless, 2 rotations and he's back on all 4 BKTs. That's going to be a 9.25. So he does grab second place away from Shane Lake in Gravedigger. So our top spots right now are Devyn Barber, Trevor Goldberg, and Shane Lake. Beautifully done. What a save from Trevor Goldberg, and he pulls out another one. It is non-stop when the clock is gone, which is unfortunate, but the pressure is off at that point. There's no need to fill the clock. I totally get it. It's just unfortunate that the big moves don't end up in the scored runs. Trevor Goldberg, Max D. One more time, a 9.25. Coming out next, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Looking to burn it down with that brand new burgundy body on this El Toro Loco truck. Sliding that truck around. Already got that run started. Big air to kick off the run. He's going to keep it running, a little bit of a slap wheelie there. What is next for Armando Castro? He made it up into the semifinals in racing, so the points are behind him already. That was a great move there, walking those back tires down the ramp. But the points for tonight are already behind him. He just needs a solid run. Don't come too short. That's really all you got to do. Don't fall too short of a full clock. Armando Castro gonna combo up the double. That's something we haven't seen at all tonight. Nobody, I mean, for lack of a better word, nobody's gone little like that. Nobody's gone so low in terms of energy. Everybody's been flying over it. Look at the massive sky wheelie from Armando Castro, looking for a save here. Oh no. Well, that's not a save, and that is a short clock. That's 57 seconds still on the clock. Just about half the run. That's only going to be a 3, but Madusa still holds on to that bottom spot. Armando Castro, second to last here in Sydney, Australia, unfortunately. Dawson Rayas in Shake Me, your reigning Dubby Racing champion here tonight in Sydney, Australia. The only one in the field capable of achieving the Dubby Double Down tonight. Will he? Is a different question. Still saying hello to all the fans here in Sydney, Australia. Waiting for his first move, and it looks like it's going to be something we haven't seen so far tonight. Lining up sideways with the center of the double. Going to pop it up on the nose for a moonwalk. Beautifully done. Nicely done. All the way horizontal across the track from the double to the flower lines. Nice big leap there over the bus stack as well. First two moves are a hit. The fans are loving it here in Sydney, Australia, as he takes on the Jackrabbit with some nice air. 30 seconds down as well, so he will be getting a score for this run with a slap wheelie. Nice combo up and over the bus stack as well. Getting a little ragged edge here, but keeps it down on all 4 BKTs. Able to get a little bit closer to a full clock, assuming he doesn't make it. Hopefully he can, though. Come around to the cross thread. Gonna cross thread the cross thread here, going straight over it. Nicely done. A minute down, a minute left to go as he comes around to the backflip ramp. Can he nail it? It's been giving some drivers trouble tonight. Big hit on the nose, but yes, he does nail it, and he goes for the little corkscrew hit that some people have been hitting tonight. Oh no. Ouch. And he turtles it as well. It's going to be 43 seconds still on the clock for Dawson Rayas, so no double down here in Sydney. That's going to be a 3.5 for that run. And closing out our Dubby Freestyle competition, our season points leader, Alfredo Moya in Dragon. He's in trouble right now when it comes to earning another show. 2 minutes on the clock, and with some nice air, we know Alfredo Moya is capable of throwing down a solid freestyle run. Season 2 was a little rough for him, but here so far this season, he's been burning it down. He has a freestyle championship behind him already. He wants another one, though, and he kind of needs it if he wants to see tryouts tour once again. He's going to pop it up on the nose here as he crosses those first 30 seconds. Beautiful slap wheelie to butt kicker. Then a great save there as well. I think he was even trying to keep it up on the rear end, but the truck just settles itself. Coming around for his next move, he's going to cross thread the racing lane a little bit. Again, looking for a slap wheelie, can't quite find it. This is another truck that, occasionally he's looking for those slap wheelies, and the truck just, the setup on this thing does not want to cooperate. But not there. Look at that slap wheelie. Gonna combo it up with the double as well, with a big hit on those rear tires and a 2-wheel skills combo. Beautifully done. Look at this. Alfredo Moya stepping it up here in Sydney, Australia. As soon as the energy dips, he pulls out something like that, man. He's going to take on the backflip ramp as well. Oh, going to get an awkward bounce. Oh, so close to the consecutive. but the truck's going to lay down. That's going to be 30 seconds still on the clock and only a 4.65. So he is in a really rough spot, unfortunately, when it comes to points. His run may be over. He might not make it to the tryouts tour. Let's get a look at our freestyle points, and then we'll get a look at our overall points for tonight's show and find out who's making it back. Avenger is your Dubby freestyle champion tonight with a 9.5. Max D and Gravedigger in your podium spots, and then it's Ballistic and Bulldozer, Megalodon Fire, Son of a Digger, and WCW Nitro Machine. Don't worry about those 7. Those are not the ones you got to worry about. The important 7 are coming up in just a minute. ThunderROARus, Gravedigger, Behind Bars, and Dragon in 12th tonight for the freestyle competition. El Matador in 13th, Shake Me, El Toro, Loco, and Madusa will close out your freestyle points, unfortunately. So again, those were the freestyle scores, guys. You don't got to worry about those as much. Coming up here in just a second, these are the season points earned tonight only, to make it easier to know who's making it back to the tryouts tour. In the top spot, the overall champion for tonight's show in Sydney, Trevor Goldberg in Max D with 25 points. Bulldozer will be back next week with 23. Avenger with 22 points. Shane Lake in Gravedigger with 18 points. Then it's Dawson Rayas with 18. Ballistic will be back next week with 16 points. Son of a Digger with 13, and that closes out your top 7. So only Bulldozer and Ballistic will be back next week on the tryouts tour. Unfortunately, Nitro Machine is out. Dragon, Alfredo Moya, who's been here since show 1 this season, is out. Colt Pecka in Gravedigger is out. Behind Bars is out. And Jazir Hamlin in El Matador is out, unfortunately. And Madusa is your points loser, which means we'll get an extra tryouts tour truck in 2 weeks when we come back to the Golden Days tour. It'll make sense. Trust me. I know some of you might be a little confused, but it will make sense. But if you enjoyed tonight's freestyle competition, nonetheless, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know with a comment down below. Leave your requests for trucks or tracks in the comments down below. There are request guidelines down there. Be sure to check the comments for those. And check us out on rorsrps.com for our trading cards and other random little merch here and there. We have some reduced prices on last season's stuff. Dubby Energy is the channel partner. They are the driving force behind all of our Dubby racing and freestyle champions and World Finals champions from Season 2 and Season 3. If you want to get energized like me, like the fans in the stadium each and every show, head over to dubby.gg and check out their energy powder flavors. You can get 10% off using code RORSRPS at checkout. And if energy drinks are not your thing, they have some hydration blends that are caffeine free and electrolyte jam pack. Do not miss out on any of their limited time flavors. Right now they have the world's first s'mores energy powder. Do not miss out on that one. I'm sure it's limited time. They have all kinds of flavors over there, guys, and they got new ones rotating in constantly. So head over to dubby.gg, code RORSRPS at checkout for 10% off. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's episode. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next week as we head back to the tryouts tour in Glendale, Arizona for some more RORSRPS action. I'll see you there.